Hello guys, welcome back. Sethonan here for the daily grind. This is DC Legends and this is part 3 of the newbie step-by-step guide for people who are just starting out in this game. Maybe you joined in the last month, in the past few weeks, and you don't have yet a big enough roster to do everything, and you're having trouble finishing missions and all that. We are starting a new month. This is after reset, and the new rewards for the month of May are already up. You get 100 shards of the free monthly character just by logging in, so you only really have to fight for 140 shards during the month. So getting a legendary 1 character is super easy now in DC Legends. And I sent a request to my alliance and I accepted my own request, so I now have an alliance. If you're a newbie, if you need an alliance to start out doing your missions where you don't have to worry about the scoring high and stuff like that, feel free to join Injustice for All. It's led by Sethonan. Here you're going to see a screen like that. So as you can see, I don't have the 5 pointers or the 2-point characters, and I don't even have Huntress unlocked yet, so I won't be able to contribute a lot to my alliance. I'm going to show you the name. Here it is, Injustice for All. I created this group when the alliance were implemented into the game, just to see how it worked and stuff like that. And you can be self-sufficient if you create your own alliance, but in the meantime, if you want to join a group, currently it's just me and my alts. Those 5 people you see there, it's just me and my alternate accounts. But I usually only score with my main and, well, the newbies that I started playing to make these videos. So I have no restrictions. You can be any level, doesn't matter how many points you score. I state again, if you didn't see the previous 2 videos, I'm only asking for you to be active. Like, it doesn't matter if you only score 10 points, 20 points, 50 points per day. I don't care. It's for your own benefit. But if you are going to go on vacation, or if your phone breaks down or something like that, after a period of 7 days without activity, I'm going to start kicking people, because when you come back, you're going to have to cash in all the rewards that were awarded to the alliance, and it's a very, very slow process when you have to cash in a whole month or something like that. I really don't mind if you leech, but I need a spot open for somebody else that needs a newbie alliance. This is pretty much a free player newbie alliance where I have no points requirements. That said, let's go back to getting levels. Now let me check my missions. Of course, I gather essence. Now that I'm level 20, I get the full range of daily missions, and we're going to do that immediately. Since I don't care for points, and just to speed up this process, I'm going to speed force everything, and in order to get my 30 heroics done for the day, when you're a newbie, when you have a low level account, you can pretty much just speed force and you will be self-sustainable for energy, so don't worry too much about energy. That's 5 missions, 6 heroics. This is going to be 9. And 12 missions done in a jiffy. And I'm out of energy, but of course now we are going to try a upgrade event. Today is energy, so let's start working on that while I gather energy. These events are open at different days during the week, and I need level 5 energy heroes, so I'm going to have to be forced to level up Sinestro. Like I mentioned in the previous videos, don't sink too many resources into Sinestro. He is pretty much useless. Don't fall into that trap. So now I have 3 characters to do this. Fortunately, the event doesn't ask for a full team, so you can go. You can even solo these things once you are high enough level. And I'm just doing this while sorry, while I regenerate some energy before cashing in my rewards for the day. Because we have to play around with cashing in the daily missions to maximize the amount of times that I'm going to level up. So let's try this on Odo. The first node is not very difficult, so you shouldn't have problems doing this, but I'm going to try to finish nodes 1 and 2 today in order to have materials for the legendary missions. I'm also lacking a healer. That's where Lex Luthor's survival suit is going to come into play very soon as I start doing some PvP later, because I haven't done PvP in this account yet. So let's finish this. And right now, as a newbie after the Green Lantern rework, you can safely use resources for him because he is very, very good right now for newbies. And it's going to be a while, a couple of months, before you're really going to struggle with PvP, PvE, red alerts and stuff like that. So you can safely work your characters to Gear 4. It's not going to change a lot of things for you. And it's best if you start familiarizing yourself with the legendary missions for the day. So right now we're going for the dailies. That's gathering essence from the Void Collector to get some money. The higher level of your account means that you're going to get more essence out of the collector, and it's going to regenerate and store higher quantities of essence until you are able to gather around 30k or 40k essence every day from the collector alone. It's not much, but over time, during a month, that's a sizable amount of essence for a newbie. So I almost level up, so I'm going to do my daily missions first. I already leveled up Sinestro, so that's the use experience agent to level up a character. You don't have to actually get a level, you just have to spend at least one agent like this. Like, you only have to spend at least one, can be agent level 1, level 2, whatever. But try to keep your tunes all at the same level. We are going level 6 right now. So that should be sufficient to get another level up. Don't cache your energy first. Cache the rest of the missions until you level up. Why? Because energy doesn't carry over in this game. Okay, I leveled up, so I'm going to do more heroics. I'm going to do more heroics until I run out of energy again. And I'm not going to cache this just yet, because at this point in your gaming session, you are going to level up with pretty much everything until you reach level 30. After that, you're going to get a couple of levels a day until you are level 40, and then you are going to get a level every couple of days, and you have to maximize the campaign energy. We are leaving story mode alone right now, so I did 12 here, and I'm going to go get some Bane shards with some luck, because I need Bane. These are characters you are going to need. And Emerald Archer is also rewarded through red alerts. Oh, I don't have energy anymore. Alright, so let's go check how much energy I have. 11. Okay, almost level 23. So now use an XP meta agent on a hero, that's 10 experience. Upgrade gear on a hero, and that's 85%. So let's go into PvP. Don't worry too much about this just yet. All of these are going to be bot teams. You are not going to run into actual player teams until you reach around gear 5 or 6 on your characters. So just to stay low, you can pretty much auto-play these things without much trouble. So we are only going to do 2 PvP missions right now. Well, 2 PvP fights. And the target oh, I didn't remember this has a story too. You can pretty much auto these things. The target is to fight 27 times in one day. That's completely doable if you are living in the American continent, because of the reset time for the server. Right now it's at 7 p.m. Central, so if you reach 7 p.m. with 10 PvP energy, you can fight 10 times, then wait until around 10 or 11 p.m., spend some more energy. Just don't worry about winning or losing right now. The mission, the daily is fighting 2 times, but the legendary side of the mission is fighting 27 times. And that's going to award you 3 blue rings and some legendary essence. You are not going to be using legendary essence right now, but it's going to add up very quickly, so that by the time that you get enough shards to make one of your characters legendary, you will have enough essence to bring them to legendary 4 if you feel like it, or to rank up several characters at once, which I don't advise. Points right now don't matter to you. This first week that you are going to participate on PvP, if you score 50 shards, if you score 25 shards, whatever amount of shards that you manage to score, it's okay, because you're just starting out. Even if you are a player that have been around for a couple of months, but you haven't really geared up your characters because you read in the forums that gearing up makes the game more difficult. That's not entirely true. There is one method to maximize the amount of points that you can score on PvP, and you are going to be able to score over 100 shards pretty much within your first month. But you have to be patient, at least for the first week. So right now your real worry is to be able... Oh, sorry, I got hiccups. What you really have to worry about is to start gathering your blue rings for when you want to skill up your characters. So, win, lose, you don't have leader yet, you don't have passive skills, so you shouldn't worry too much about winning. You just play the game. And if everything lines up itself, today I'm gonna have gear 4 green characters. So there is that. Yeah. Losing here at this low level has no real effect in your account. Corn in a cup. I really admire that guy. Sometimes he's up till 11 o'clock at night selling corn in a cup, door to door. That guy really, really works. So there's that. I already fought 2 times, so I have finished my daily mission, and I'm going to cash that in to see if I level up. As soon as you can, as soon as the collector is up, also gather essence from it, because there is a mission that requires you to draw essence from the collector 6 times in one day. So there is that. Oh, I already have 12 energy, so I'm going to spend that first. Maybe I will level up, and I'm going to do that in a heroic mission. Alright, didn't level up. Almost there. The next mission, because that's 20 energy, I get another level up, and I'm already level 23. And this has been done on the same day. So we're almost done with this, so I have to keep running heroics, and now I'm going to open up well, Sinestro works here. Alright, let's do this. Like I said, don't worry too much about 3-starring stuff yet. Doesn't matter. You just want to level up as many times as possible and open as many heroic nodes as you are able to, because you're going to need shards. I want to have at least 2 nodes today for Hal Jordan, so I can start farming his shards this week, because I need another rank 3 character. So let's go. Come on, people. You can do it. I know you can. Jordan is turning out to be a real driving force, even in non-leader position. And his new leader skill, where he gives you 2 turns of debuff immunity, is really powerful at low level. That completely negates stun, bleed, slowdowns, strength downs, agility downs, evasion downs. So that's that's something that some people just haven't realized, that he's going to make low-level Harley Quinn teams a real pain in the butt to deal with. Because basically he negates the evasion downs from Steppenwolf now and stuff like that. So yeah, Chemo. Let's just go until I am no longer able to keep winning. Alright, so there's my guys. The real... Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna pause this for a bit. Everybody cool? Okay, chill. I'll be right back. Like I told you before, whenever I start recording, people call, people want to know stuff. But we are back. So, where was I? Yes. Just keep unlocking heroic nodes. And when you finish chapter 2 heroics, that's when we're going to move into chapter 3 normal to unlock chapter 3 heroics. But I want at least 2 nodes of Hal Jordan available for farming his shards, because he is no longer awarded through PvP packs, and neither is Flash. This game is very easy in the beginning, and the thing is that it suddenly ramps up when you reach a stage 4, even on normal. That's when you really start to need the gear ups. And stage 4 asks for at least a full gear 4 team, and that's where you have to start paying attention to affinity matchups, because if not, your team is going to get destroyed. And even then, on normal, in the normal story mode, what you really have to worry about is getting 3 stars on the last node of the storyline of each chapter. You see here, this guy is a lot more resilient than the stages before. Give me 1 second, somebody's knocking at the door. Alright, I'm back. Where was I? Oh yeah, this stage. Well, as you can see, these guys are a lot more resistant than all the other enemies, mainly because they are the last wave. But the game slowly pushes you towards needing to gear your heroes, but it never forces you enough. That's why some people say they want to park or they like to park their characters at level 40, level 50, gear 8, gear 9, and that it takes too long. I'm going to show you this is not the case, and just how easier the game becomes when you start gearing out. Gear 5 and Gear 6 are going to take us until Chapter 7 of Story Mode. And after that, I'm going to park this account again at level 45 for the tunes and full gear 8 for around a month. I'm going to show you in 2 weeks, and that's the other guy selling corn in a cup. Just as a side note, it's already like 9 o'clock in the morning, in the night, and this guy is still working. So anybody tells you that we don't like to work or that we are lazy people, don't believe them. That guy is proof. Okay, these guys are getting tough. I'm going to have 2 gear up, Flash and Green Lantern. Because I'm not touching Sinestro again, ever. I'm not ever going to sink resources into him. Ever again. Like, really, Sinestro is really there in the game to give you a leg up for story mode, and just so you have one of 2 villains right from the start to try and complete the Fearsome Powers event. I cannot stress this enough. Sinestro is terrible. It's a terrible character. He looks real cool, especially on his legendary outfit, but he is real bad. Real bad. So, another victory, and I have Lex Luthor shards now. And his node is 3-star. And I think this is the last node for stage 2. So I can work on normal again. If you have been keeping count of the amount of times this series has lasted, of actual gameplay, not just commentary, you will notice that this is under 2 hours of actual play with the game. Like, I started, today is Tuesday, I started today at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, waited for reset. No, it was like 5.5 or something, because I didn't get enough time to do PvP before the reset. So yeah, maybe an hour and a half going on for 2 hours now. And I have only geared one piece on Hal Jordan, and everybody is geared. He's level 6 right now, so I haven't really used resources for this. Yeah, this is the last node of stage 2. And as you can see, this team is pretty nice. I'm going to play this manually, because these guys love to lose turns doing stuff, and they don't focus fire properly. And Flash doesn't really need any more speed ups at this point, so I want him to be attacking instead of wasting turns, self-buffing. That's a Manhunter Zero for you. And also, don't get too attached to Satana if you can after you join an alliance. Try unlocking and ranking up Enchantress. She's a way better healer than Satana. because she can heal out of turn, and her cooldowns are way shorter. So let's see if I can stun this guy. Yes, stunned. Yeah, the Sinestro feels like he hits very hard, but he doesn't. He's garbage. Alright, we're done. 3 stars with level 6 characters. And if you are in heroics and click play next chapter, it takes you to normal mode, so you can play that instead. So what to do? I'm going to try to get more green rings and see if I level up again. Oh. Campaign mission. Alright. So what do I have left? Play 1 red alert battle. Alright, let's go do that. And notice that it says play 1 red alert battle. You don't have to actually win. You just have to play. And there is one neat trick for doing this very quickly, but you have to have at least 12 characters in order to pull this off. You can even leave this on autoplay. During your first week, even though it's possible, don't stress too much about doing red alerts. Either just play. Get your stuff in order. Because you don't have access to overheals, you don't have passives, you don't have, most of your characters are not going to be rank 2 or 3, so you get the extra skill. For example, Flash doesn't have his vortex yet, Satana doesn't have the rabbit, and stuff like that. So don't worry about that too much. Just get your stuff together and play. Computer is terrible. Okay, so let's take care of the healer first. And I already lost mine. But I could still salvage this with some luck. But I'm not really going to try. Because as you can see, this is pretty much pointless and takes way too long. Like, ugh. I really want to get some gear on these guys because their damage is pathetic. And Jordan doesn't have his leader, and Flash doesn't have his passive either. It's a real long Real boring. But yeah, I won one. And maybe with this I will level up. Nope. $88, so let's go with the essence collector. That's just 5 experience. Don't buy energy. If you have to, if you really have to, just let the game sit down a while. In this case, now that I'm almost leveling up and I'm running out of energy, I can try maybe this and see if that's enough. No, it wasn't. So well, I'm gonna have to wait a couple of minutes, like half an hour or so. So I'm gonna pause the video and start recording again in a while. So be right back. Welcome back. I waited for a couple of minutes. Well, more than a couple, almost half an hour. So if this is not enough to level up, I'm going to cash my last mission in, because I don't want to be up all night doing this particular version. So I'm just gonna speed force this, and that was enough. Alright, we're back into the game. So let's see. Let's just keep doing heroics, trying to get Jordan shards, and I think I already did Bane, yes, and Emerald Archer. You can get Cyborg and Luthor shards from the PvP packs, so I'm gonna try to 3-star Huntress, mostly because she's going to be eligible for the Dr. Fate event later on the month. So maybe if I can get her to at least 3 stars, let's just play this on Odon. In the interim, when I paused the video, I upgraded the gears of Flash and Jordan to full gear 2, so they hit a little bit harder. You don't really see the increase in stats until you reach gear 5. Gear 1, 2, 3 and 4 are pretty much the same for the game. I'm not going to 3-star this. Oh, barely. Barely gonna be enough. And whenever you can speed force stuff, just speed force everything in the game. That's going to make your life a lot easier. So try to stun that guy, get rid of him. Ugh. should bring a full green and red team for this. Yeah, not gonna work out. Satana is still too weak to do this. Now remember, these tombs are gear 1 and 2, and they are just level 6. So if you're not seeing big numbers, that's the reason. But another thing you can do is, instead of buying shards at the store, just reset a couple of nodes and try to farm shards this way. And I believe this is going to be the video right here. This should be enough after cashing this in to get level 26. Yeah, because the last daily mission is a big chunk of experience. That's 70 points. And let me cash this in. So I only need 2 more heroic missions for today. So let's do Lex Luthor there. And that's another 300,000. And now I need 13 normal missions. So this is going to wait until tomorrow. But right now I'm going to spend the energy right here. As I told you before, last node of chapter 1, because that's a nice even number. Like, for example, if you have 50 energy, that's 10 missions right there. And the probability of scoring a couple of green rings is a nice bonus. So now I only need 3 more missions, and I'm going to finish that tomorrow to score another 300,000 essence and some speed force. And the real problem is going to be here. I want to finish at least the PvP missions, because right now I don't think I'm going to hit the threshold for this. And since I cannot actually finish red alerts and I cannot rank up a hero, I'm not going to be able to finish my legendaries. But you can focus on finishing your 30 heroics and 50 campaign battles. And once you finish the 50 campaign battles, you stop playing for the day. So I can go to the shop here and buy one small arena pack just to get some extra shards. Well, I didn't get the drop on energy. And that will be the video for today. As you can see, I have been playing for only a couple of hours and I'm already scoring almost 1 million essence on my first day, and I already have green rings and some blue rings. And tomorrow after reset, I'm just gonna skip ahead and off screen I'm going to perform my 2 extra missions. I'm going to start chapter 3, then tomorrow after reset I don't want to level up too much, and after the reset then I'm going to start this process all over again. The first week I'm going to focus on trying to get my 50 missions done every day, so I get 600,000, and if you multiply that for a whole week, that's over 4 million essence and some extra gold preparing myself to run red alerts after the first week in order to start getting shards. Or because I already lost Satana, so I cannot really finish this thing right now. I'm gonna give it a try, and if I'm able to, then I'm going to show you the results, or I'm going to start another video for this, but that will be for tomorrow. So tune in for this series. It's going to be a feature for the whole month. I hope that I can make the videos in real time, and that tomorrow the corn in a cup guy and the tamal guy is not around when I'm recording. So thank you for your time. We'll be seeing each other next time. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, and I will get back to you as soon as possible, as soon as I read the comments. And well, keep grinding on.